Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Transport Fever 2. In this episode we will be increasing the capacity and speed of line 1 and we'll be adding 2 mines to our network via HGV. Also still panning around the map contemplating where to build stuff, since I haven't created the minimap yet. At the end of the episode the minimap will be looking like this. I have added Mendip Hills A and B, the 2 new lines, and dotted we can see our future expansion. So first expansion we start with the mine and then later with this mine. The mines being pretty close to our hub, we'll be using trucks. First things first, we'll secure some funding. So we built a little road. Yeah, this is better. And a small drop-off point. And on the other side of the road we'll build the cargo station. Let's make sure it's in a nice spot. And a road depot for buying the vehicles. Yes, and our money is gone again. So now we have a little line bringing us the other resource to our hub. So on the other side we'll have both coal and iron for our steel mill. And as you can see around Redhost there's no coal immediately available to us, so we need to source that from somewhere else, and this is where the third line will come in. I'm not entirely sure how to connect the 2 coal mines near Saltosh to the hub network. Fast forward over minimap note taking. 10 trucks are clearly not enough to handle the capacity of the mine, and we need some extra storage. And since we have some more money, we'll double the vehicles on the line. Around here we will be building a small drop-off point for coal, since we won't be bringing it in by train. For the machine fab and Saltosh we will be building a new train line to bring the planks. This will go around here, and we will be building a station here. So we've got a few options for orientation, but I think we'll be best to place it in a way so we can connect the forests, and we probably want to reuse the existing tracks for the coal iron line, which means we will want to move the current line to a different location. So we got our hub here and our future station there, and the forest we will be connecting to a future station here. So we have goods in both directions on the train line. To make it easier to balance, we will be stopping at Wordhurst hub station and ferry the planks and the steel to the machine fab in one direction, and from the forest we'll be bringing the wood to the machine fab. So the return trip from the machine fab will be carrying the wood to the hub. Unsure where to place it, I'll trace the route with the mouse. So another fast forward and borrowing some more money. We start to improve line 1 by creating a shortcut which also frees up the existing track for our future expansion. The old line wasn't bad, but the new one will give us more wiggle room and is more efficient, and we like that. Especially at the entrance of the station, we can have less worry. So here I'm trying to find a nice spot for the exit of the tunnel, and ultimately we'll be bringing it to this location for the time being. I like to build big wide curves, so we later, when we have the faster trains, won't have to rebuild big parts of our network. We remove all the tracks we won't need for the new forest line. Alright, so this probably is okay, and let's check how it's looking. Around there will be the sawmill train station, so we need to... What am I doing now? Oh, yeah, okay, so we adding more trains to the... Why are we doing that? I don't know. Wait, this looks familiar. This is my last video. Okay, you already saw that, so let's fast forward. And still going. Oh, this is pretty fast. We could actually do a small short about something like that, if you're interested. Probably I will be making this when I have more trains zipping around. This would be looking quite fantastic, I would say. So as you see, the train isn't full, we have 100 units and we make 1 million. Pretty nice, I think. So let's check on our 20 trucks, and we see we're making a slight profit on the line 2. So more fast forwarding until our train is arriving. You can see it zipping in, and there it is, and it makes a stunning 1.4 million. To save on interest, let's repay something. Despite investing heavily, it looks really nice for us. Also, neither the station nor the train are at full length, so we still have way to improve on that. So back goes our little profit maker, train 1, zipping through the countryside. So where do we keep building? Let's check out our future expansion around the machine fab. I like to build extra roads around the resources for better placement of the catchment. As you see, when replacing roads, there are those blue connector thingies, and having roads, see, there they are. Having roads on all sides makes it easier for placement of the station. We're checking now how expensive the shortcut bridge would be, were we to build it there, and it's pretty expensive. It's like 300, 400, 500, depending on where we want it to exit. And additionally, we need like also the station, and we really don't have the money right now. So let's skip that for now and go to the Midsummer Norton Hub station and connect the coal to the steel mill first. This will be pretty inexpensive since we only have this little road here going over there and building a cargo station and another depot. On the other side, we want to place another truck stop, build some vehicles, and the line is done for now. It's running and brings in the coal to the steel mill. And here's our train again. And as you see, it's making a fine profit. So we could repay, or we just use the funds to buy more vehicles. If I had paused the game, I could probably have done both. And here's another fast forward. where we add some more carriages to our train. So train 1 is pretty long now, having a capacity of 152. Let's check how much a second train would cost us. So one too many, and the cutoff is 1.5 million. So let's rebuild our track once more and add a section where the trains can pass each other. For this we use the one-way signals. They act like a gate at the entrance and the exit. So we currently do not have 1.5 million, so we build a smaller train for the time being. And this is all we can afford, so off you go. And we can check with that if the timings are okay. So train 2 is arriving at the hub here, and our other train is on the other side. So this looks good to me. I would say this is fine, at least for now. So now I wanted to get back to planning the extension for the planks and the machine fab. When this pops up. Yeah, that was quite unfortunate, since we just bought a new train and this one is clearly better. As you can see, it has a slightly higher top speed, but what's more important is it has a bigger power. And with more power you can carry more carriages, so our train with 3 engines can be reduced to just having 2 engines. So fast forwarding over a bit of having no cash and contemplating things, we end up deciding to just wait it out, and now I'm preparing to switch all the engines from train 1 out for the new train, except the third one, because we are going for a 2-engine train, and we transfer some carriages down to train 2. And again, we want to stay in the mediocre range. So this one was too much, so we see the capacity for one of these basic engines is 64. So the upgrade will cost us roughly 500,000, and we are currently negative in the balance, but when train 1 arrives soon at the hub, this should still be within reach, so we just wait for train 1 to arrive at the station, which should be any minute now. We can see it going in the tunnel, and we are ready to make the upgrade. As you can see, it's just arriving, and there goes the money, button goes blue, and there we go. For some reason, both trains are running slightly empty, so we are greedy and we send them back to the station. With the recording already being pretty long, I wanted to have one last run and see how much money we are actually making with these new trains running at 5 km/h faster and having a different capacity. So let's do another fast forward and some demolition while we're at it. And here we are, and the train is arriving at the station, and we see it's making slightly less, but with fewer coast involved, and it's slightly shorter too, so that's a win. So with the line 1 being extended, Let's check how much money we would have to spend on line, like train line 2, which is roughly 300,000, and probably another million or two for a train and some change for the station. And we need another station for the forests. Also, in the other direction from the hub, we will have to build a really expensive bridge to the machine fab. But we will deal with that in a later episode. So, until next time.